Excuse me? How's it going? Sorry, I have a really weird question.
We are the Savannah Bananas, and we're shooting a little music video.
And we're just wondering if we could maybe get on the property and shoot a little quick music video, 10, 15 minutes. Private property?
Hear me out. We're gonna shoot a little music video. We need like 5 minutes.
We're shooting a music video while we're here, and I was wondering if maybe we'd be able to get on the property for like 10, 15 minutes.
No, thank you. Good luck.
No? It's all right. Thank you, though.
I think that's a no, too.
And we were wondering if maybe 10, 15 minutes of your time to get on the property and shoot a free music video, if that's okay? Oh, thank you so much.
I think we'll take the McLaren.
Just to flex on it, we ain't really gotta lie, yo. I'm the type of mother that'll check the check, do the math, I ain't never getting robbed. Those margaritas not going on my card. I ain't about to split a thing for convenience sake. I'm at the restaurant working that way. Hold up, you ain't heard of Lil Day, young L, the Jew biz major. You know about the world he raised in. I've been saving money since a mother 13. I wear the same pair of jeans every day. Free sandwiches, homie, 2 stamps away. Book flight December, but I leave in May. Drugs are generic, but still work the same. I get logins for Netflix for my cousin Greg. Thanks, Greg.
Welcome to beautiful Miami, Florida, and how else would you expect the boys to spend their off day in the 305? But they are back to business tonight as we kick off the biggest weekend of Banana Ball to date. Over 70,000 fans get to experience the greatest show in sports over the next 24 hours. Our first of 17 big league parks this year is where it all ended a season ago, with the Party Animals coming away with a thrilling 2-1 victory to close out the 2024 tour, and now you get to look live at loanDepot Park. The home of the Miami Marlins becomes the first MLB stadium to host multiple Banana Ball games. This is number 2, of course. Tomorrow afternoon will be going at 3:30 p.m. first pitch Eastern. That will be game number 3 ever held here in the home of the Marlins. And as you zoom in on our backs, you finally get to see the front. With Josh Talevsky, Vico Scala, thanks for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. Very important Party Animals win last weekend. Took 2 out of 3 from the Bananas in Savannah.
Yeah, a month in, the Bananas a game better than the Party Animals, but the boys in black and pink, winners of 3 of their last 4. And let's not forget, they won 3 of 5 games in big league parks against the Bananas last season. That included Miami, and that was thanks to big offensive performances from Jake Skoll and Armando Becerra coming off the bench as well.
Well, speaking of Mondo, Drake Toll has him down on the field.
Mondo Becerra, it's first base. Miami for you is home. Let's go home. Mondo, being back here in Miami, what are the emotions playing in this park?
It's so good to be back here, man. A lot of familiar faces to see. Got a lot of friends and family here. Just super excited to get this game going.
Mondo, you were 2 for 2 last year here in this same ballpark. That memory come back today?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I felt right at home, as you could say. I was up there, and I took my chance of swinging the right pitches, and I got the job done.
I don't think I've touched any of these bases. Mondo's crowd warm-up goes on behind us. Tell me about having your family here and what that means to you.
It's amazing, man. I mean, having them here, they love to watch me play ball, and I'm just glad they're here to see it all over again.
Mondo, Banana Ball is a little bit different. The rules aren't the same as your typical baseball. Best of luck tonight. Let's send you there.
The name of the game is Banana Ball, and this is the fastest, most entertaining game in sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of Banana Ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, there is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, if you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. It becomes a ball 4 sprint until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. In banana ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the showdown tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings or when time expires, it is pitcher versus hitter with 1 fielder, and the hitter has to score. Rule number 10, the banana ball challenge rule. You, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter rule. A team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of banana ball.
Now that we have the rules, let's take a look at our starting pitchers. Tonight, it's round 5 between Delano and Nisnik.
So far, both of these guys have been above tour average pitchers. Delano 53% better and Nisnik 68% better than the tour average arm. But for both of these guys, 1 month in, I think they both want to start to see that MPI time dip for them. The minutes per inning marks have been a little lengthy for these guys, and it's due to a couple ball 4 sprints for each of these guys. But for the most part, they're the aces of their respective squads. And for Nisnik, he was one of the best arms in big league parks a season ago for the Bananas.
Well, let's see the starting lineup that the Nanners are throwing out tonight.
Time for the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off in center field, number 5, DR, the Doc Meadow. Batting second, the DH, number 19, Dan Ober. Batting third, the extra hitter, number 3, Eric Jones. Batting fourth in left field, number 15, Robert Anthony Cruz. The catcher, number 1, Bill Leroy. At second base, number 8, our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. In right field, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. At third base, number 18, he does it all, Danny Hosley. At first base, number 11, Correll Braun. And at shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox. On the mound for your Savannah Bananas, number 88, Noah Nisnik. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horton. Fans, please remain standing and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Victoria Johnson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we had at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You are watching Game 12 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. loanDepot Park is our first of 17 Major League Baseball stadiums this year. Every one of them gets 2 Banana Ball games. We're mere moments away from first pitch tonight. We'll be back in action again tomorrow afternoon with a 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone first pitch. Just a few moments ago, we got the Savannah Bananas starting lineup. Let's take a look at the starting 10 for the boys in black and pink. At the top, nothing different. Reese Hampton, Noah Fisher, and Jake Skoll. Then in the middle, Andy Cosgrove, Chase Acuff, and Bryson Bloomer, with the bottom 4 being Tanner Thomas, Armando Becerra, Dustin Baber, and Salvador Jacoba.
But the guy that the Bananas have to look out for tonight is Jake Skoll, coming off of probably the best offensive month we've ever seen in the history of Banana Ball, and last Sunday hit for the cycle against the Bananas as well. It's the second cycle of Jake Skoll's career. Both of them have gone single, home run, triple, and double. I mean, this guy has just been the biggest offensive contributor of anybody this season in Banana Ball, and he's hoping to keep it going in Miami, where he homered a year ago.
You can't argue with the guy leading the tour with his .451 batting average, 4 homers, 7 doubles, and 15 runs scored. He's even crossing home plate at a better pace than anybody else. Let's take a look at who he's going to be trying to do some damage against tonight. Noah Nisnik toeing the slab for the Bananas, another Major League Baseball stadium start for Niznasty.
And make it start number 5 in 2025. The Party Animals currently batting .220 against Noah Nisnik. That's the second best opponent's batting average of any Banana. And even though his ball four sprint rate's higher than he normally averages, he successfully pitched out of trouble through the tour's first month. He's just hoping for more clean innings and faster ones at that. That 4-minute 45 average minute sprinting. Hoping to see a dip tonight.
Okay, let's take a look at the defense behind Nisnik. It's the usual suspects in the outfield. Cruz, Meadows, and Alexiadis in the infield. Third to first, you see Hosley, Cox, Olsen, and Prime, while Leroy is behind the dish.
Well, we saw a weekend ago, Ryan Cox set the new Banana Ball single-game trick play record with 7 last Saturday. Meanwhile, Correll Prime, he's throwing another start at first base for the Bananas after he had 3 at first base last Sunday.
Bill Leroy still working on that one trick play. Perfect in his attempts. See pop flies in foul territory. That's his time to shine. Runner going down to second, maybe between the leg exchange. It's so tough for catchers. And let's send it down to the man in the yellow tux. Jesse Cole will get us started.
Banana Nation, it's time. On 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Showtime indeed. The 6th Banana Ball game ever played in a Major League Baseball stadium. The first we get this year out of 34. So great to be back here in Magic City. Party Animals eked out a 2-1 win on October 12th to finish up the 2024 tour. Their pitching was fantastic, hoping for some more offense this time around. Hampton skies it, Meadows underneath, backflip catch! And what a way to kick it off tonight in the 305. Dazzling trick play.
First game in a big league ballpark in 2025, and you get quintessential Banana Ball from D.R. Meadows, his signature backflip trick play. That is a hot start defensively for the Bananas.
So Reese Hampton retired. Well, Fisher takes the fastball up and out. Hampton and Fisher both not off to the offensive starts that they dreamed about, but they're both heating up. A great series this past weekend in Savannah. Fisher now behind 1-2 here. Been showing off an excellent eye this year. 9 ball 4 sprints, tied for the tour lead.
He's also been hit by a pitch 3 times and stolen first base. Now Noah Nisnik tries some trickery, and Fisher able to battle that one off foul. Watch for Noah Nisnik, loves throwing in 2 strike counts, outside changeups to right-handers, and that's what he goes to here, a punch out against Noah Fisher.
And he'll stanky like to celebrate. He is primarily a 3-pitch guy, forcing fastball, the circle change you saw right there, and the curveball as well. He mix in a cutter from time to time, especially against righties. This has been his dream start to the night. Now he faces off against, by far, the offensive MVP of this young tour.
And a man currently with 3 home runs across his last 5 games for the Party Animals. Swinging a really dangerous bat, but behind in the count, 0-2.
Skull reaching base at a 500 clip. Every other time he gets up there, he's getting aboard, and now that clicks up a few more notches. Oh, so impressive. And this is how he started the cycle last Sunday. Single in the first.
Good piece of hitting, even though he fell behind in the count, 0-2. He's able to get a pitch he liked, send it into center field. Now the Tour's RBI leader up in Andy Cosgrove.
The catcher hitting .361, as you can see right there. Only 11 games into his Party Animals career. He's been as advertised. Results even much better than I think Mike Vasis and company could have ever expected. He is a former minor leaguer. So the pedigree's legit. He's played all over the world before making his way back to the States after growing up in Kirkland, Washington. Man, oh man, Cosgrove now in the cleanup spot. And he goes down on strikes. It's the changeup once again. Nisnik with a pair of punch-outs. Strand Skull on first.
And it's 3 minutes and 19 seconds for the left-hander. It's exactly what you wanted to see. He's trying to tick down that minutes per inning mark. And you see him get the punch out one more time against Cosgrove and celebrate with Kyle Jackson.
Impressive stuff from Niz Nasty. He's never shied away from the bright lights of a big league park. Neither has Garrett Delano. Pride of Callahan, Florida. Up a few hours up the road in the Jacksonville area. He's the ace of this squad and has been pitching like it once again here in 2025.
The only surprising thing for Garrett Delano, he's allowed 18 hits through his first 11 1/3 innings pitched. Last year in the month of February, he allowed just 6 hits in 13 2/3 innings. So the Bananas have gotten to him a little more through the tour's first month. But Delano's still leading the tour with his 12 strikeouts this year, and the changeup's been his big out pitch.
Let's feast our peepers on the defense backing Delano. In the outfield, left to right, it's Fisher, Hampton, and Skull. And in the infield, third to first, Bloomer, Acuff, Baber, and Jacobo, with Cosgrove behind the dish as you get to see them now.
Well, Jacobo's the guy you're looking at for the Party Animals. He's played 4 straight games with 2 trick plays for the boys in black and pink. Even though he's a rookie, doesn't look like it defensively.
DR Meadows coming up to the dish. Dan Oberst on deck, Eric Jones Jr. in the hole. You get a look at the Nanners lineup here. Rack in the cleanup spot. And Bill Leroy, Jackson Olsen, Reese Alexiadis, Danny Hosley, Carell Prime, and Ryan Cox to round it out.
And the Bananas get it started with their most valuable player a season ago, batting .556 against Garrett Delano early this season. And that mark jumping up higher, a clean single into center.
The inning-winning run is aboard. We are coming in hitting .371 overall on the tour. Looks like he was taken off, then he stumbled a little bit. Cosgrove going to keep a close eye on him, as will Delano. The Doctor 3 for 3 in his stolen base tries so far this year. Battle between Florida boys here. Dan Oberst, after growing up on Long Island in New York, 8 years old, moved out to Largo, Florida. He's always played well here in his adopted home state. Look out, Dan. Fastball just missed his noggin, and he'll have some words for his jiu-jitsu sparring partner out there on the mound. They try not to hurt each other on the mat. Try to do the same on the diamond. That was a close call, though.
Yeah, certainly a spooky scene for Dan. Delano gets himself back into the count with a 3-0 strike and will miss high. The first ball four sprint of the season for Dan Oberst, and he's trying to get 2 bases out of it.
Close play. He sneaks in just ahead of the tag from Jake Skoll, the 7th and final party animal behind the pitcher and catcher who had to touch that ball before it is live. So that takes the Bananas out of a double play situation, but Meadows on third is the guy who really matters. He's the inning-winning run. Remember, in Banana Ball, every inning is a game within itself. So if the home team scores just 1 run more than the party animals, or whoever the visiting team may be, the inning ends just like that. It's competition for points.
The party animals are already feeling the pressure in the bottom of the first, hoping to keep the Bananas off the board. Reese Hampton has moved from center field into the infield for the party animals.
Back-to-back curveballs. Delano ahead of Eric Jones Jr. 0-2. This one fouled back in our neck of the woods. Could be caught for an out, and it is! What a fantastic catch by that guy! Bare-handed beauty. Huge first out for the party animals.
And the first fan-caught foul ball since the finale in Fort Myers a couple weekends ago. We saw 3 fans catch foul balls in loanDepot Park a season ago. We could see some big totals across these 2 games.
Still 5 party animals on the infield grass. Hampton moves from the left side to the right side of the infield with Robert Anthony Cruz stepping into the box. Ahead 2 balls and no strikes. Rack off to a fantastic start to his 2nd World Tour. This one high and deep to center field. Robert Anthony Cruz. It's going to be 1 hop off the wall. Put a double in your scorebook at home. It's his 6th walk-off of the year to lead the tour. And the Nanners strike first. They're up a point. Celebration right there with the youngster in the middle of the Banana Land madness. Nanners lead 1-0, 1 inning in. And let's take a look at our February phenoms, DR Meadows and Chase Acuff. You just saw the doctor doing his dirty work with the bat. Boy, with a glove, he's been unbelievable. 20 trick plays, the fastest an outfielder has ever done that in a Banana Ball season. And Chase Acuff will be due up first here in the top of the 2nd inning. He has brought the bat to his 3rd World Tour.
Well, Meadows is already having a terrific game. We saw him start the game with a trick play in center field for the Bananas, has added on a hit as well. Also unleashed the Saquon trick play last weekend in Savannah. And for Chase Acuff, an 11-game hit streak, 3rd on the tour when it comes to batting average, and already has 19 hits for the party animals. He says he's not even at 100% yet this season, but he's hoping to get something started for the party animals in the top of the 2nd. DR may be trying to rob him of another knock.
And for all my math heads out there, doing the mental math in your head, 11-game hit streak. Yeah, we've had 11 games this year, so Acuff has not gone hitless so far in 2025. This is a guy, when he came to the party animals in the summer series in 2022 and then his first tour in 2023, he was a glove-first guy. He's always a pesky hitter, tough to strike out. But he was dominant in the field, and then anything he could give you offensively, you'd be happy with. Boy, that changed last year. Hit 7 home runs, elevates this one to left, but not good wood on it. Robert Anthony Cruz, have yourself an aerial catch. It'll be up to the trick play tribunal to see if it's officially his 8th trick play of the tour or not.
Looking back at this one, I can't say that I lean ruling that a trick play for Rack. He had pretty much already had ball and glove before he went into any kind of the motion on the aerial afterwards. But it's great for that banana ball flair you're always looking for in players.
Yeah, the entertainment, incredible. Does he get a trick play on it? Not this time. Now Bryson Bloomer steps in. Comes up empty on a 2-1 changeup. That's what's so tough about Nisnik. Hitters count, you just never know what you're going to get. That one misses down. Well, Vincent Chapman, our home plate umpire, plays the drums here. Payoff pitch. And Bloomer earns the first sprint of the night for the Party Animals. Bananas with perfect sprint defense. Get it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order.
Well, that'll work for Bryson Bloomer, who told us at the end of last week and that the goal for him right now is just to continue getting on base for the Party Animals. Enters the 407 OBP, which is well above tour average right now. He's trying to set the table for Tanner Thomas, who has always hit left-handers especially well in his banana ball career.
We've talked about it a couple times this season, but one of those rare lefties who has reverse splits. Hits left-handed pitchers better than he does righties. Get a look at his numbers here on his 4th World Tour as Bloomer takes off. Quick throw from Bill. He never had a chance. Bryson Bloomer, Wheels team. Unbelievable. He is now 8 for 9 on the tour in his stolen base tries. And he extends his lead in steals to 3 now.
This is a former disciple of Tyler Gilliam's green light special base running system. Now that Bloomer is fully healthy in 2025, he is running wild for the Party Animals.
This one bounced to Jackson Olsen. He boots it. Got it off the heel of the glove, ends up kicking it. Bloomer, green light special coming home. Nice scoop and tag from Leroy, but just a hair late. Boy, pressure bursts pipes. Bloomer said make a perfect play. Bananas can't do it. Party Animals get to dance. Now we're going to have a challenge. All right, they were about to dance, and now we're going to get another look at it. So remember, in Banana Ball, each team has a challenge. The fans get a challenge as well. The only sport that I've discovered in the world that has that. Each team, if they are correct on their challenge, if the call is overturned, they get to keep it. If they're not right, it's overturned. Or they lose their challenge, rather. Tough to tell there. It's bang bang, that's for sure. When does the glove get on the backside of Bloomer? Wow. Now this is an excellent
This is the angle.
Oh, never mind, you can't see home plate. That angle's worthless. It looked very promising.
I'm not sure we can overturn this.
Can't overturn it. Nope.
I don't think we can overturn this.
This angle right here is terrific. It looks like maybe the tag was there just a split second before the hand hit home plate, but just too tough to tell. And the Party Animals, after patiently waiting, get to dance. It's an emphatic dance as well, especially with Jake Lealios leading the charge.
I think the waiting only made this more intense right now for the Party Animals. Tons of hit thrusts, and Ponce and Lealios, really the prime guys getting into it right now for the Party Animals. Second error on the tour for Olsen. I think he was
thinking about Bloomer charging towards third. Well, fielding that ball, ended up off the fist, kicked it into the shallow right field. And Bloomer never stopped, all gas, no brakes. Scores from second. 2-0 count here on Armando Becerra, who we talked about on the pregame show, out of Hialeah. So right down the road, Miami born and bred. Was fantastic here last year, 2 for 2, 2 doubles. Terrific homecoming.
And he did it coming off the bench as well for the Party Animals. That's what really stands out. You know, you're trying to get your bearings. You don't get a couple ABs beforehand. And now Becerra rips this one into right field. That one all the way to the wall. Becerra looking for 2, and he will have it. Now 3 for 3 with 3 doubles. It's ballpark.
Miami Marlins, I hope you're watching. This is all Mondo does in loanDepot Park. And he should have a big league contract stat. Terrific collegiate banana summer of 2022. Very impressive career at Erskine College. Finished up at Florida International University here in Miami. Incredible numbers everywhere he went, including Banana Land. Dustin Baber, the donut batter, pops this one right side, and Alexiadis nearly overruns it. Makes a recovery. Thomas was not set to tag because of how shallow the ball was hit. So he never even thought about going home from third.
Well, the way you saw Prime, Olsen, and Alexiadis all coming together in shallow right field, I think Thomas was more so thinking that miscommunication was going to occur and that ball was going to wind up finding some grass. Instead, Alexiadis tumbles to the ground and makes the snag, and the Party Animals not going to test an above-average arm.
Salvador Jacobo cannot believe that Bill Leroy, Noah Niznik, and company were able to pull that one off on him. Now he gets the royal treatment from the Bananas backstop. A couple ducks on the pond, 1 run in. Niznik trying to limit the damage. Paints the low inside corner there. This one fouled straight back. Fans could make a play. And they do! Impressive defense from the fans early on here in Miami. That's the second foul out to a fan an inning and a half into this game.
Good reflexes and good eyes from the fans early on in loanDepot Park. Noah Niznik escapes a little bit of trouble, but the Party Animals threatening to knot this game at a point apiece.
It's the middle of the second inning. This is where we love to talk about our beloved game. Nail down some banana ball basics, talking about how batters can steal first base tonight. It can only happen on a pass ball or a wild pitch, so the ball has to get away from the catcher in some form. And as soon as the hitter leaves the box with both feet, it's now a forced play at first. You cannot get back into that box. You're a runner.
And we've seen this season that a lot of guys have been very aggressive when it comes to steals of first base. We're still averaging more than a steal of first per game this year. And it's a lot of the usual suspects that we've seen in years past who are at the top of the leaderboard in 2025. DR Meadows and Tanner Thomas up there. Bryson Bloomer, also the man who is tied for first with 2 steals.
You get a look at the first ever double first base in banana ball history. That is 2 bases screwed together. So trying to avoid collisions at first as first basemen continue to get more exotic and aggressive with their trick play attempts. We saw Reese Hampton hit stick Eric Jones Jr. over there at first this past weekend. There's been a couple close calls last year in Norfolk, Virginia. Saw Bloomer take a tumble over Brandon Crosby. Ended up fracturing his pisiform, and he was out for a few weeks because of that. So safety always a big concern in banana ball. Said, why not take something from softball? Throw a first base in foul territory only for the runner. The base in fair territory is only for the first baseman, with a steal of first base opportunity being the only time that both bases are in play for both fielder and runner. think it will be a really positive change to Banana Ball. 4 straight balls to Bill Leroy. And just like that, Garrett Delano, uncharacteristic wildness. It's his second ball for a sprint he's allowed. It gives the Bananas the inning-tying run on base, just 4 pitches into the inning.
He's fallen behind in the count to 3 of the first 5 batters he's faced tonight. That is not what you typically see from Delano, because the Bananas got the man on and need to try and knock this inning up. Malachi Mitchell enters as the designated runner as Olsen laces this into the 3rd deck in loanDepot Park. That is a loud foul ball for a man who homered against Delano a weekend ago.
Delano shows Olsen the changeup there. It's well outside. The homer for Olsen was on a cutter, which is just about all he gets from Delano. This one rolled to second, should be 2. Bounce to Acuff, over to first in time. Give Baber the trick play. Give the Party Animals a twin killing. That erases the leadoff sprint.
Well, not only do you get the double play, but you wipe the fastest man in Banana Ball, Malachi Mitchell, off the bases. Baber, a bounce pass that's quick enough to get into the glove of Chase Acuff. And the Party Animals know they want that point, so no other trickery from Acuff or Jacobo at first base.
Reese Alexiadis deep to right center field. Hampton on the run. Joe! Leaping catch to win the inning for the Animals. This game's tied at a point each. Web gem from Hampton deep out on the track.
That is a former minor league outfielder for the Tigers and Diamondbacks, making a big league play in center field with a big celebration. Through 2 innings, Bananas and Party Animals tied at 1. As Garrett Delano just tossed a 1-minute, 58-second inning.
You get a quick look at our second fan who caught a foul ball for an out today. That was the man who retired Jacobo. First fan took care of Eric Jones Jr. And now the Banana Band blasts away. Hanging out up in the 3rd deck. That's where Jackson Olsen was trying to send the ball. He's just a little early on it. Did get it to the 3rd deck, just not in fair play. It's been an exciting 2 innings of action. Hey, Jesse Cole, he can't keep himself away from the Banana Band when they're blasting away. It's a long journey for Big Yellow. It'll be top of the order here for the Party Animals. Delano was able to let the 1 run hold up. So it's a 1-1 game. Hampton, Fisher, and Skoll due to swing it. Nisnik back to work. So often you see a fielder make a phenomenal defensive play and then find some success offensively. Hampton with the web gem to win the 2nd inning for the Party Animals. Rob Alexiadis of extra bases. And he blasts this one high and deep to left. Rack running out of room. That one off the wall. Hampton had pimped it. He thought he had left the yard. He will scurry into second with a stand-up double. He's trying to figure out how that thing stayed in loanDepot Park. We know Fisher. He's got some extra pageantry. about a total eclipse of the heart. Noah Fisher swinging at the first pitch. Another chance for the fans. They do not catch it. Well, Fisher has been known for the dramatic walk-ups. It's another 10 out of 10 from me up in the booth. I think Bonnie Tyler would be proud. This one, high and deep to left. Noah Fisher, big fly. Two-run shot, and no doubt about it.
Well, for Noah Nisnik, he had to turn around and watch Noah Fisher hit a rope out of loanDepot Park. The first big fly in a Major League Stadium in 2025. And it belongs to the sophomore left fielder for the boys in black and pink.
Big celebration after the big walk-up and the bomb. And now Drake Toll's got him.
Fisher! Fish! First home run in MLB Stadium. The walk-up and the ball still hasn't landed.
That feels good, doesn't it? That feels good, baby. I love these dudes. I love this team.
Mr. Party on!
Party on, baby.
What? What's that?
He's talking with our friends in the YouTube chat before the game. We're always interested if anybody's going to be mic'd up. I shared the intel that we were going to mic up Noah Fisher, but then he had this walk-up where he has to take his jersey off, so the logistics, we just didn't want to risk it. Wish we had him mic'd up. That was the moment we would have had.
Oh, early candidate for BTV blunder right there.
There's the professor. Pulled off to perfection from Ryan Cox. That is his tour-leading 35th trick play.
Nice, clean, and easy for the glove magician. Now 7 trick plays away from 400 in his banana ball career and played perfectly into that skull shift that the Bananas employ.
Frank foul. Down the left field line from Andy Cosgrove. And this one sprayed down the right field line. Foul. Boy, flirted with extra bases on his first 2 swings. Just a couple feet away from a pair of double opportunities. Now Noah Nisnik going for a trick play. Skips it off the back of the mound. Ends up just a bit outside. Tied with Blake Benson for the tour lead in trick pitch strikeouts. Goes back to his traditional delivery. Cosgrove spoils it.
Cosgrove not phased whatsoever by Niz, trying to get creative. Takes a little bit of practice to feel that confident executing a pitch skipping off the mound. Now Niz runs this one inside of Cosgrove to count even.
Swing and a miss. Back to the changeup. Nice scoop by Leroy. And Nisnik sets down Cosgrove on strikes for the second time tonight.
And Cosgrove has been phenomenal as a rookie for the Party Animals. The only knock on him 1 month into the tour, a 19% strikeout rate. That's a touch higher than the average right now.
Yeah, he's now tied with Tanner Thomas for the dubious honor of most strikeouts on the tour, 11 each. Isakoff with a ball and a strike on him. And he's plunked. That one grazes him in the midsection. And now Brett Heldman's bringing out, looks like a young fan. Oh, that's just a background. Thought it might be some hit-by-pitch entertainment. Chase is just dancing a little bit. Always got to have your head on a swivel in banana ball. Someone gets plunked and you're like, all right, what's the bit? Turns out he's just going to boogie a little bit. Boomer worked the ball for sprint his first time. With his aggressive base running, came around to score what ended up being the inning-winning run an inning ago. Scored from second on a ball that barely left the infield. one bad one away from another sprint right here. He gets it. Not a competitive job there by Noah Niznik. Gives Bloomer his second sprint of the night, 7th on the tour compared to just 3 ball 4 sprints. He continues to be immensely valuable in the middle of this Party Animals lineup.
Now seeing a hit by pitch and then a ball 4 sprint that follows. Niz not in the best control right now. Tanner Thomas need to be very selective during this plate appearance. And we might see Bloomer, the tour leader in stolen bases, trying to get into scoring position.
He swiped second in the second. Fastball just misses the corner there for Niz. And now Niznik checking on Bloomer. Quick tag for Prime, but not in time. Runners on the corners. Acuff off third, Bloomer off first. Another heater right there around the black of the outside corner. Once again, Niz does not get the call. And that is 7 straight balls fired now. Mark Smith pinch running for Bloomer. Did he go? Yes, Vincent Chapman makes the call himself. And this one, a slow tapper. Niznik has it. He's got to race Thomas to first. He wins it. A backflip out call from Seth Markham. And Niz strands a pair on the corners. But 2 runs do come across on the blast from Fisher.
The Bananas owner, Emily Cole.
Toss it down to Emily Cole.
There are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. That's enough to fill loanDepot Park 11 times with the amount of kids currently in foster care. To raise awareness and support the community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are making a difference while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Sutton family. 50% of all foster families stop fostering within the first year of getting their license. So Christy started a program to support and give guidance to new foster families here in Florida. Zach and Christy became a licensed foster family themselves 12 years ago, and in total have welcomed 76 children and teens into their home. Fans, please help us celebrate this incredible family for the impact that they're having on the foster care community right here in Florida.
Always a beautiful moment when we get to honor the superheroes in the foster care community. Shout out the Sutton family. Sean Fluke copping a feel down there. He's really feeling the love. And we'll get another look at the big walk-up from Noah Fisher and then the big-time blast. That was a no-doubter. Look out, Nate Tellier. That thing bounced off the video board behind the Party Animals bullpen, then ricocheted back in.
You got a little bit of a bat flip as well from Noah Fisher. That's got to be a pretty special moment for the kid. We talked about how well he has continued to do when he's had these walk-ups for the Party Animals and finally produces in a major way as the boys in black and pink looking to go up 1 after 3 innings. Garrett Delano can maintain this lead in the bottom half of the 3rd.
Second long ball of the year for Fisher. Back out there in left field now. And it's the first time he hits a big league blast. What a special moment. All these guys making it to the majors was their dream for as long as they can remember. This is the new realized dream. Getting to play in all these big league parks gives you an opportunity for some legendary memories.
And for Garrett Delano, as a man who's yet to hold a 1-run lead in an inning this season, being up 2 feels really nice for him right now. Although Danny Hosley ropes this one into left field to get something going for the Bananas.
Well, that was the case coming into tonight, but he held a 1-run lead in the 2nd inning. That's why we've got a tie game. Looks like Corel Prime's got something special for us. I said it at the top of the show, but it certainly bears repeating. Nobody better to do it than Prime. Welcome to Miami, everybody. Featuring Will Smith as well. Just speaking through Prime here tonight in loanDepot Park. First big signature walk-up for Corel Prime as Danny Hosley. He got the best jump you could ever imagine for a stolen base try. He remains perfect on the year, now 3 for 3. The Bananas out of a double play opportunity. And now a ball and a strike on the former Rockies minor leaguer.
A smart move from Hosley, taking advantage of Delano, paying him no attention. It's also good for Corel Prime, who's batting .400 with runners in scoring position this year.
This one off the end of the bat, leaping grab by Delano. Looks Hosley back to second. Looks the play over at first. Well, he is some kind of athlete. Athleticism on display right there.
Smart move by Delano. He led all pitchers in trick plays a season ago. I'm surprised after he checked on Hosley that he didn't try some kind of between the legs transition or even a bounce pass in the grass to Jacobo at first.
Delano is 9 for 9 in his trick play tries last year. Gets the top of the zone. Ryan Cox respectfully disagrees with Vincent Chapman's strike call. What job Cox has been doing with the bat this year. Similar to what we were talking about with Acuff earlier, except this is now World Tour number 4 for the Glove Magician. I mean, the nickname says it all. It's Banana Ball's all-time trick play leader by well over 100. And has always been such a tough out. But this year hitting .400 and it's going up even more. A wizard with the bat. Just sees barrel the ball, shoots it through the 6-hole.
And what's impressive is the spray chart right now for Ryan Cox. Now with 4 hits to left field, 4 hits to center field, and 5 hits to right field for the Bananas.
And he's putting on a clinic. Sets the table for DR Meadows. Nanner's trying to eat. They have the tying run in the 3rd inning at first base. The doctor represents the inning-winning run. Ball and a strike on the Nanners center fielder. Pair of singles. The Bananas in a prime position to strike. This one down the line. Tough play for Bloomer. And an excellent one at that. We had a mile to throw that thing. Tough backhand before the chuck as well. Huge second out as Hosley comes across to score.
Yeah, you saw Bloomer deep in that 3rd base hole. What's really important, the fact that he didn't have to one-hop that throw over to Jacobo at first base. He hasn't started much at first base throughout his career. Bloomer made the reception over there at the bag a lot easier for the rookie.
Now the inning in Danny Oberst's hands. Ball and strike. Oberst worked a sprint his first time. Cox is the inning tying run. He leads off second. Bananas could use their designated runner again as we're the 2nd time through the order, but they're deciding to let Cox run for himself instead of sending out Malachi Mitchell. Delano a strike away from earning another point. Yanks that one down and away.
Went to that out pitch we talked about at the top of the broadcast. The changeup's been that big swing and miss pitch for him. See if he tries to throw another one low in that zone and get Oberst to chase. Instead, this one skips in front of home plate.
Delano furious with himself, understandably so. It's not a competitive 2-2. Now he's a ball away from gifting the Bananas a tied inning. And he gives it to him. Trying to get Dan to chase a curveball. It's not close to as appetizing as it needed to be. To get a professional hitter like Dan to chase. So he works the inning-tying sprint. Cox scores easily from second. Good defense by the Party Animals. Dan content with just one base after he got two on the first one tonight.
I think Dan not trying to get into scoring positions, more so a sign that he trusts in the bat of Eric Jones Jr. as that ricocheted off of Bryson Bloomer's glove. Chase Acup right there to receive it. Makes the strong throw over to first to end the inning. But the Bananas able to tie up the inning at 2 runs apiece, and we remain tied at 1 point through 3 innings.
Boy, what a play by Acuff. What a stretch and toe drag from Jacobo. We hope Bloomer's okay. Looks like he was limping a bit leaving the field. This day in Banana Ball history, take us back to Jacksonville a year ago. You got the professor from Cox and then the behind-the-back reception from Eric Jones Jr., believe it or not. This is the first double trick play in Banana Ball history where it was a first baseman on the back end of it. And boy, EJ started a trend. Alex Ziegler took this idea and ran with it. And in total, since that day, including that first trick play you saw right there, we've seen 67 double trick plays involving first baseman.
Yeah, and when you look at all of the trick plays since then, and that includes this 2025 season, just 0.6% of all trick plays have been a double trick play that's included a first baseman. So this is still a rather rare play in Banana Ball history, but we are seeing that tick up quite a bit in 2025. And that's the reason we saw earlier that double first base has been brought into Banana Ball.
Now Andy Archer has been brought from the bullpen to the mound. First reliever for the Nanners takes over for Noah Nisnik.
It's outing number 5 for Big Arch, who has posted just a 4.4% ball force sprint rate, which is the lowest on the Bananas this year. That is a massive win after the sophomore right-hander posted a 10% sprint rate as a rookie, but he does have a .317 opponent's batting average this season. So Andy trying to do a little better with the pitch selections that he is showing Party Animals, not trying to get too predictable against their bats.
Bottom 3 in the order for Archer as we finish up our promotion. Father-son catch, still trying to get a couple of the kids off the field. Scott doing yeoman's work down there. Like an English shepherd. Impressive herding. Now we call it time. Looks like one of the kids is limping. Safety first here in Banana Land. Archer gets a dance break before we get the bottom 3 in this Party Animals lineup. Becerra, Baber, and Jacobo. And the kids are fine. Now they're sprinting out of here. Oh, they're trying to sprint towards the box. All right, we're playing Banana Ball. And Armando Becerra is finally retired. DR Meadows flipping, cartwheeling action on the trick play.
Well, DR ranging into that left center gap, set himself up for some theatrics and a trick play as well. Great cartwheel to cap off a spectacular trick play. This is the difference you see from Rax earlier to DR's, already going into the motion of that cartwheel as he comes away with the Banana Ball.
It's a field thing. Official scorer's decision. But you put those side to side, I think you'll understand what Josh is getting at. Justin Baber confused. It's Chapman's calling time. Dusted off hopefully. You're happy and you know it. He's not getting me this time. He's about to go crazy. Yeah, there it is. I finally figured it out. He does the if you're happy and you know it, and then he gets into like a saucy.
This is a salsa.
Yeah.
That has got to be a salsa in Miami. That's what you want to see in South Beach.
Yeah, not traditional salsa from Vince, I would say. Put his own unique spin on it.
He's adding a Texas flair to it.
That's how they salsa out in Texarkana. All right, 1-0 count on our Dunkin' Donut batter of the game if Baber strikes out. Crowd gets free donuts. Who doesn't love that? Not happening here, though. Another chance for DR, and tries to go behind the back. Comes up empty. Baber trying to stretch it to 2 bases, and the throw off line. Once again, aggressive base running from the party animals, and it pays off. Forced a perfect throw from DR. And Baber gets 2 bases on the missed trick play.
Well, you see DR just whiff on that banana ball. You can tell in the body language, pretty upset, hoping to collect his 3rd of the night. And just looked like he tensed up his body a little too much receiving that banana ball. Chase Acup was talking earlier, said, you can't allow yourself to ever get too stiff. It's all about staying fluid as you're trying to collect trick plays.
Archer working quickly, fouled off from Jacobo. And that one caught in the hat! Unbelievable snag, Vincent Chapman confirms it. Jacobo has fouled out to a fan both times he's come to the dish tonight. That's one of the better catches by a fan in banana ball history.
Wow, holding the hat by the brim, the fan comes away with that snag. We've already tied the banana ball single game fan caught foul ball record tonight.
Still a lot of game to go. Back to the top of the order. Reese Hampton gets to swing it from the left side. 1 for 2 as a right-hander against Misnick tonight. Booming double in the 3rd inning, just a few feet away from his 2nd homer of the tour. This one high and deep to right, but foul. And not caught by the fans. Archer always all smiles. Still has Baber in scoring position, trying to pick up his defense. This one bounced to the right side. Oh no, Corral Prime can't come up with the trick play. Baber racing home, throw from Alexiadis, not in time. And a pair of missed trick plays from the Bananas gift the party animals a run here in the 4th. For those who may be confused at home, there are some guys in Nigeria who have been making these dancing videos with a picture of whoever requests them. As long as you provide enough money, they'll do something like this for you. Yeah, Jake Lealios is doing a job. Good work, guys.
And if you reach out to my good buddy, Biko, at Biko Rico Suave on Instagram, he might do it for you too.
Yeah, if the price is right. Next time I'm up in Saugerties, I'll do it with the goats. Sloppy defense from the Bananas. Nothing wrong Archer's done. He's given them an opportunity to collect 4 outs this inning. They've only cashed in on 2. Nice trick plays from DR and Prime. And Noah Fisher, well, he's seeing beach balls. Homered his last time. This one, a ground rule double. Terrible bounce for the Animals. Hampton would have scored easily from first if that thing had stayed in play.
Yeah, helps out the Bananas an awful lot as Robert Anthony Cruz in left field had a very late first step reacting to that ball, laced off the bat of Fisher. Now the trouble continues for Andy Archer, and the dangerous Jake Skull is up at the dish.
Nice scoop, Bill Leroy. Saves a run with that one, digging it out of the dirt. Hampton off 3rd, Fisher off 2nd. Skull 1 for 2 on the night. That one lifted high and deep to right center, but DR Meadows tracks it down on the warning track. Jake Skull just missed his tour-leading 5th home run right there. It limits the damage to just 1 unearned run against Archer. Party Animals have a chance to take their first lead in points tonight. It's going to take a goose egg defensively. see if the Party Animals send Garrett Delano out or go to their bullpen as we head to the bottom of the fourth. And of course, being in the middle of the fourth inning means it's hey baby time. So the doctor helping everybody here in loanDepot Park know that it's time to get on their feet. For everybody that's able, it's dancing o'clock. Hey babying in the 305. Hope you're all following along at home. Moment for those fans. The VIP experience with Kyle Jackson hanging out with the youngster as well. A unique experience to be hey babying with the Bananas in the middle of over 37,000 fans. And boy, it's a loud crowd tonight. Rowdy bunch in Miami. Really could hear it during all the pregame festivities. The roars were unbelievable.
Very similar to what we saw in the season finale a year ago. Just some people who were extremely hungry for some good banana ball, and they've gotten it so far.
Well, our question has been answered. That is Nate Tellier on the bump. He's the first man out of the pen for the Party Animals. Robert Anthony Cruz in ambush. That is a Reed Gruding. Foul ball.
Well, the second time tonight that Robert Anthony Cruz has thought that he has left loanDepot Park, proving to be possibly his biggest enemy right now.
Foul ball not caught by the fans. Looks like it was maybe snagged for a moment, and the guy realized it's rack at the dish, decided he didn't want that. Would have been history. One more foul out to a fan. It will break the record. Oh, Tellier nearly catches the zone with the split change up there. Just misses. A couple of former minor leaguers dueling it out. They're in a big league ballpark. Now 2-2 on Cruz. Tellier's got some serious cheese. Low to mid 90s with the fastball. That's what Rack turned on to start this battle. It's gone from 0-2 to 3-2. Tomahawked out to left center field. Hampton making the call. And he'll bat it up. Noah Fisher behind the back. Double trick play. Tip drill to the snag right on the derriere.
With a full count, Tellier still able to find the strike zone against Rack and the Party Animals. Despite moving in for the sprint defense, adjusted accordingly. It was Reese Hampton who was able to tip that into Noah Fisher's glove as he went behind the back with the catch.
That was an exciting first batter for Tellier to deal with. Foul home run, nearly tied the inning on the first pitch. And we nearly had a foul out to a fan. Ends in a double trick play. And on the sixth pitch of the battle, that one fouled straight off Cosgrove's mask. It's a tough job those catchers have. They get battered. Oh, what a snag. Emerson Elmgren on the first base camera. From Bill right to Maceo for the signature dance. It's the kind of work you only get from the Iron Horse of BTV. Knows where that camera's got to be. Mighty swing and a miss there from Bill. 1-2 count. Trick pitch. Wow. Fastball just misses below the knees. Tellier apoplectic about the call. Vincent Chapman saying the same about Tellier's reaction.
You can tell Cosgrove behind the dish wanted that as well. Holding the frame as this one is skied into the infield. Baber thought Sal Jacobo was going to take over on that play at the last minute. Comes down with the catch the standard way. And yeah, Tellier feeling much better that somebody caught the ball.
Well, that's quite possibly the highest pop-up I've seen in my life as Dalton Malden comes up empty. Fastball above the zone. Dalton in for Jackson Olsen. Look out, that one to the backstop. A good hustle by Cosgrove. We've already seen Dalton steal first once this year. He had no idea that one was back to the backstop, and by the time he did, no reason to risk it. Tellier one strike away from the first point of his career in his last outing. Trying to double his tally. Barrel! Dalton Malden down to his last strike, right back where it came from. The inning-tying run is aboard.
We've seen very few matchups between Tellier and Malden on this 25 tour, so Tellier decided to challenge Malden, use that power fastball. Malden did not miss. Single up the middle. Now Reese Alexiadis up at the plate, who just missed, leaving loanDepot Park to straightaway center.
He doesn't bite on the sweeper. The fastball gets the low outside corner. Dalton fakes the steal. Alexiadis high to left, but not deep. Acuff is out. Fisher coming in. He'll make the call and the catch. Puts a bow on an earned point for Nate Tellier and the Party Animals. They've now doubled up the Bananas 2-1. And we'll send it down to the field for a little Dizzy lifeguard.
Oh no, Dizzy Bat Race is the ultimate test of your athletic ability, which is good news because we are looking for a lifeguard to take Split and Party to the beach here in Miami. At home plate, I've got Dalton and I've got Dylan, and these boys are gonna start spinning right now while I explain the rules. Once they've been made dizzy enough, we're gonna send them towards first base, they'll run to second, and they'll spin some more. Why? Because why not? Once they've spun enough at second base, we'll have them run over to third, pick up our mascot, and carry them safely to shore. The first lifeguard through the finish line with a mascot will be our winner. I think they've spun enough, Miami, Florida. Boys, go, 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 go! Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh, man. Split, Party. I don't know if they're gonna get saved at all. Oh no, first base is that way. We gotta get up and go. There's a mascot to save. Go, go, go. You got some ground to make up, Dalton. You got some ground to make up. Here we go, spinning again at second base. Caught up in a riptide. Who knows what's going on in your lifeguard? It's anybody's race now, ladies and gentlemen. Goes the first one out, he's dizzy again. Find the mascot. Oh no. This is embarrassing. How can we trust you to protect our mascot if you can't stay on your feet? Oh, it's anybody's race, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna come down to, oh no, oh no. Could it be? Dalton, it is your winner.
That's a fun one right there. I've not been one to critique a lot of promos in my day, but it feels a lot easier to carry Split than Party. It feels a little unfair at the end to me.
I don't know, Split's got a lot of muscle mass.
He's definitely very dense, but you're working with just a much larger mascot.
And you've actually got to account for the smell with Party as well.
Right.
That can't make things easier.
And the keister's insane. I mean, like
He's
think
got
about,
a dumpy.
Yeah. And Cosgrove lifts this one out to right. Alexiadis hardly has to move. Eyeing it up and trying to pull off the tornado catch. Does not nail it. Andy will coast into second. Getting two bases on the trick play missed.
From the dugout pregame, Andy Archer said, it's much easier for me to throw strikes when I think about the fact that I've got 7 guys behind me. Unfortunately, he's had 3 trick plays missed behind him to start his night. So Bananas not making things easier on Big Arch and him trusting in his defense tonight.
It's the split changeup in there for strike 1. And this one rolled over to third. Hosley gets a tag on Mark Smith over to first, double play. Slick stuff there from Danny Do-It-All.
And there you see Andy Archer all smiles and giving Danny Do-It-All a hug as he goes back to third base as well. Great heads-up play from Hosley, and we've got a challenge on our hands.
Well, it must be a fan challenge. Don't think the party animals would challenge this. We're on the 6th deck here in loanDepot Park. Looked like he got the tag on from up here. We're going to have to see clear-cut evidence that the glove missed Mark Smith. That angle doesn't tell us anything.
I think we're going to have to look from third.
We've got 30 seconds left on the clock. Yeah, what we're seeing right now is not going to overturn the play. Nothing here will overturn the play, I promise you that. From this angle, it's just impossible to see what's happening. Hosley's blocking it. So if we have now we have another opportunity. Once again, you just can't tell. Call is standing as of now.
I think the call stands.
Call stands. We just don't know what's happening behind Mark Smith.
Your attention, please. After review, the ruling on the field stands.
And our third base umpire, John Crosser, took off his leg to celebrate. That's how you find out that one of your umpires only has one leg. Now Bryson Bloomer in there.
2 eyes, 1 leg, full heart, can't lose.
On the ground, Ryan Cox behind the back in front, pulls off the professor again, takes care of Bloomer, and Archer faces the minimum thanks to the double play.
It's a 1 minute and 27-second inning for Andy Archer when you factor out the time of the challenge. And the Bananas defense winds up picking up Big Arch, and it's capped off by Ryan Cox's sweet trick play up the middle.
Second of the night for Cox, up to 36 on the tour to lead all fielders. And you look at Nate Tellier coming out for his 2nd inning of work. Struggled with control a tad early on in his banana ball career. But the talent is unbelievable. The pedigree is phenomenal. And he's starting to get dialed in. If he's living in the zone, he can be as tough for anybody to face as a pitcher as you can find in banana ball.
Well, this is a nice test for Tellier going out for a 2nd inning on the pitcher's mound. What stood out, you talked about shaky control, and obviously he's tried a couple trick pitches here and there. In his last outing, hit a 75% first pitch strike percentage and continuously was getting ahead in counts against the Bananas in the 4th inning. For Tellier, if he can just continue to win counts, he's going to be in a really good position to set himself up for success.
Out of Attleboro, Massachusetts. Boston, born and raised. To UMass Dartmouth. Spent 3 summers with the Martha's Vineyard Sharks in the Futures Collegiate Baseball League. Finished up 2020 when Futures League wasn't happening with the Brockton Rocks. Of course, Brockton, home of one of the most legendary banana ball games we've ever seen. Fun little collegiate stadium just outside of Boston. Home to the only out-of-the-park home run in Showdown history. Of course, Reese Hampton off of the man at the dish, Danny Hosley. Had him in an 0-2 count. Ended up floating a 12-6 curve. Hosley is able to hold that Left foot in the box. Very important. If he left the box entirely, would have been a force out at first on a steal of first attempt. Get another look at it here. We're going to drag that foot. Good call by Vincent Chapman.
This is a third-year banana ball player. He's definitely got a lot of good banana ball IQ. Now lifts the 3-1 pitch into left field. Tracking back is Fisher, and he will tip this one to himself. Second trick play of the ball game for Noah Fisher, having himself a heck of a night offensively and all of a sudden defensively as well.
2 for 3, a homer and a double. And he's doubled his trick play total on the tour, taking some selfies as he goes. He might be on, I think he's on TikTok live. He's live as we speak. It's just a guess if you go to TikTok and he's not live. I'm sorry. Another battle between former minor leaguers. Tellier once again does not get the bottom of the zone. Prime thinks, hey man, that's not a strike. Look at I'm 6'5". These are Aaron Judge problems right here. Chance for the fans, they do not catch it. "12 years of minor league baseball experience between the pitcher and hitter." Nice scoop from Cosgrove. Pair of years in the Twins organization himself. Swing and a miss. Looked like a cutter on 2-2. Nice execution. Tellier's got his first K.
Yeah, Prime just swinging over that pitch. I think was expecting a little bit higher velocity there from Tellier. He'll wind up back on the bench. Ryan Cox up to the plate, still batting over 400 for the Savannah Bananas right now.
Bounces this one to the right side. Baber is going to go behind the back, bounces it back between the legs. Schnazzy trick play from Derek Ginger. And a 1-2-3 frame for Tellier.
2 minutes and 52 seconds as well. The rookie right-hander better in his second inning of work. And Dustin Baber with one of the better trick plays we've seen from an infielder in 2025.
Awesome stuff. For more from the party animal side of the world, let's get it down to Drake Toll.
Head coach Mike Vivacis. Mike, hot start for your team.
Oh, the boys are swinging it well. They're fired up to be in Miami. They're well hydrated. They're ready to go.
Mike, this is where you won the MLB tour last year. Was there an emotion coming into the building for the first time?
Oh, yeah. The boys love it here. You know, we definitely remember last year getting on the cruise right after, and it's been a great time.
What can we expect the rest of this game from your party animals, Mike?
Party animals win, obviously.
Mike, put me down, please.
Yes, sir.
But, Josh Pico, party on.
Oh, Drake, he's got the cord stuck with Vava. Gosh, the IFB ended up becoming a liability there. Impressive squat work from Vava. A bodybuilder in his free time. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody out there to find out. Andy Artrout for a third inning of work. He's been terrific so far. Just one unearned run. And has been living in the zone. We have Tanner Thomas, Armando Becerra, and Dustin Baber. Due to swing it here in the sixth.
Elite did a great job at keeping the ball on the ground last inning, inducing the double play, and then great trick play that we saw from Ryan Cox. Tanner Thomas, he's up trying to keep an 11-game on-base streak alive.
3 straight Florida boys for the party animals here in the top of the sixth. 0-2 count on Thomas. He was 0 for 2 on the night. Swing and a miss. gnarly two-seamer from Archer for the strikeout.
What's surprising is he was talking about the cutter that he's been working on, running inside on lefties, switches things up, and I think that's what you're talking about when he says he doesn't want to get too predictable. He goes with a two-seamer running away from Tanner Thomas to record the strikeout there.
I mean, that was insane movement. Where's pitching ninja when you need him? Send that to our guy, please. Chat, do your
thing.
worst. Yeah, thank you.
We actually want them to do their best. Or, well, they'd be doing their worst pitching ninja, I guess.
Yeah, I never really...
By adding him?
Correct. I'm gonna ponder that one.
Circle back.
1-2 count on Armando Becerra. 1 for 2 on the night with a double. 3 for 4 with 3 doubles in his young loanDepot Park career, playing in his hometown. Bounces that one foul.
Three of his 5 hits here in 2025 have been 2 baggers. Time to see if he can make that 4 of 6 as Archer sails one outside.
2-2. Good job by Mondo to spoil it. That was the cutter. Perfectly placed on the outside corner. Backdoored it. And now this one chopped. Flip from Cox. He tried to feed his buddy over there on the left side of the infield, Kyle Jackson, who's taken over for Hosley. Seen them nail that a few times this year. This is the first time that Cox's glove flip was off target.
Well, you're looking out of your peripheral if you're Ryan Cox, trying to see if you can locate KJ Jackson. Must have seen him somewhere to get him to start that glove flip, but KJ nowhere as close as I think Cox assumed. So it winds up a trick play missed on the glove magician.
On our tour of the Sunshine State here in the top of the 6th, we go from Fleming Island to Hialeah, now to Babson Park. Justin Bieber, our Dunkin' Donut hitter here in his home state. If he strikes out, crowd gets free donuts. And they love the sound of that. Split change in there for strike 1. And he'll check on Becerra, who's back safely. Mondo only 1 stolen base attempt this year. He was successful. This one lifted to center. Meadows moseying in, making the call, and he will tip it up and make the catch. Third trick play of the ball game for the Doctor.
Well, nice and easy for DR. Missed one during his last attempt. Wanted to make sure he could still come away with something here in the 6th. As Jesse Cole introduces the tallest man in Banana Bowl, Dakota Stilts All-Britain. He's coming in to pitch.
Big moment here for the tallest athlete in the world. Dakota with his 5-foot stilts stands 11 feet 9 inches tall at the peak of his powers. And he's been hit or miss this year. Had a rough outing to kick things off. For the most part, has been terrific since then, though.
He's already out for the 9th time this season. The Bananas have loved throwing him out there on the mound, and they're still confident that he's going to find that 2024 form as he does battle against Sal Jacobo, who's fouled out to fans in both of his at-bats tonight.
We're going to get a 6-2-2 from Stilts. Dancing with Cox, Malden, and Meadows. And why not? The pitch. Look out, Sal. The movement on Stilts' pitches is really pretty absurd. See that thing? I mean, it's like a blitz ball. Comes from such an odd arm angle. So coming back into the zone, steals a strike. Kokobo with a bullet, but straight to Cruz. And Stilts continues to shine on the bump, does his job, does a great dance, and exits with the runner stranded. Chance for the Bananas to tie this game in points with just one run scored in the bottom of the sixth. And as you can see, looks like we're going to get some synchronized swimming to get us there. What a synchronized swimming performance. And the real star of the show will stay out there on the mound. Peter Holden, I am honored to offer you an Oscar nomination for your performance as Fish.
Like his teammate Noah Fisher, Peter Holden's hoping he has a hot night on the mound, toeing the slab for the 5th time this year, and 45% of the outs that he's induced this year have come with a trick play included. And what's odd, Holden averaged nearly 11 strikeouts per 9 innings in his final season at North Florida in 2024 before joining the Party Animals. He is still yet to collect a punch-out here in 2025, but hoping that changes as he squares off against the Meadows, Oberst, and Jones duo.
Holden out of Vero Beach, Florida. Started his collegiate career in Louisiana at Southern University, then Baton Rouge Community College. Then came back to the Sunshine State. Finished it up at North Florida. He's got the top of the order here for the Bananas. It turns out the Fish costume's really hard to pitch in, so he's gonna spike that to the grass in the infield. And D.R. Meadows, hot shot down the left field line. Big turn of first. Fisher's coming up, thrown to second. Not in time. Meadows shows off the wheels. A hustle double to get things going. He represents the inning-winning run.
Great piece of hitting from D.R., ripping that one down the left field line. And there was no second thought for him. He's seen how aggressive the Party Animals have been tonight with their base running. He decides to do the same thing, as the Bananas just need one run in the bottom of the 6th to knot this game at 2 points apiece.
Now Dan Oberst sends that one towards us, and it's going to die before it makes it to level 6. You never can predict baseball nor banana ball. And Dan Oberst, no sprints this year until tonight. He's got a sprint in both his plate appearances. Now he's got himself A walk-off double. 4th inning winner of the year for Oberst. We're knotted at 2 points each. And the Nanners get to celebrate. Meadows flipping for joy with Ty Jackson and company, celebrating a brand new ball game. JT coming there. Shout out JT from the old Miami, and you take a look at what will be a wonderful event this coming July, the second ever Banana Ball Youth Tournament, the first one held in Savannah. Championship games will be in our brand new AstroTurf historic Grayson Stadium, and you can take a look at some of the sights and scenes from last year in Cleveland. It was really an unbelievable time had by all.
It was a big success a season ago. What stood out was the entertainment as well as the trick plays. I mean, these kids are really helping grow the game of banana ball. It is incredibly bright, and I know everybody excited to be able to host it in Savannah, have that championship game in Grayson Stadium, and I think we're even going to get in on some of the fun over that time, Biko.
That's the plan. It'll be cool. All the kids get to a banana ball game in Grayson that week as well, so it's really going to be a killer time. And the head honcho of Banana Ball Youth Camps and Tournaments is now taken over on the bump. Cowboy Kyle, the 8-year Banana and beloved Bananas Youth Camp counselor, is taken over for Stilts on the bump.
5th appearance on the year for Cowboy Kyle. Has had an uncharacteristic 5-minute and 13-second average MPI. For the tour's first month, he's averaging 20.5 pitches per inning, which is the second highest mark on the Bananas. But for Kyle, he says he's been really encouraged with throwing from a lower arm slot. Sort of sidearm, but not quite, is how he described it. It's led to an uptick in strikeouts for him, but it's also led to a little bit of an uptick in ball four sprints as well. And Kyle's goal in this upcoming month is cut down on the sprint rate.
He had one of his best outings of the year a couple weekends ago in Fort Myers, Florida, when we were rooming together. We roomed together again in Miami. We'll see if that was causation or correlation when it comes to Cowboy Kyle's success. He's got the top of the order for the Party Animals. Hampton, Fisher, and Skoll, the big boppers. Kyle, a pretty typical Arsenal. Fastball, slider, changeup. And Maurice Hampton, high and deep to right center. Meadows and Alexiadis giving chase. DR makes the catch. Just a couple feet shy of the wall.
That is a loud first out in the inning for the Party Animals. Top half of this order has truly been the bane of his existence throughout his banana ball career, especially Hampton and Skoll. Believe it or not, 8 of the 9 hits that Cowboy Kyle has allowed this season have come to the top 5 guys in the Party Animals batting order.
You see him dropping down with the arm slot right there, just trying to mix it up. Historically has been a pretty over-the-top pitcher. Actually likes his changeup a lot more from that lower arm slot. And Fisher muscles this one deep out to right center field. Meadows back to the track. This one hop off the wall. Fish is going to slam the brakes at second. What an evening he's having. 3 for 4, a homer, and now 2 doubles.
Well, Meadows just could never quite find that ball or figure out how he wanted to size it up. As he drifted back, he realized he was just going to play this one, hopping off the warning track and the wall. Now Kyle has to face Jake Skoll, who's come up to the dish in the Dwayne Wade jersey.
It's always a fun bit. Skoll picks out The jersey usually of a basketball player or a star in whatever city Banana Ball goes to. Makes his jersey collection awful interesting. Fans do not catch that foul ball. Skull 1 for 3 on the night so far. Coming off his second cycle in his Banana Ball career. He owns the only 2 cycles anybody has ever hit in our young sports history. Such a special player. Once again survives a foul ball into the stands.
He's had an extra base hit in all but 1 game this tour. Is still without one tonight. Hoping that changes despite falling behind 1 and 2 against Kyle.
This one slapped down the left field line. There's your extra base hit. Fisher's going to score easily, and Skull cruises into second, and will hold up right there. Just absurd stuff. That's his tour-leading 8th double. His tour-leading 13th extra base hit. This is game 12. And this one line foul down the right field line from Andy Cosgrove. He's such a professional hitter, Skull. Normally does his bashing, as that one ends up off the knob of the bat for Andy. Painful for him, but Vincent Chapman saying it got the knob first. Not a big protest from Cosgrove. Right away for Luix to steal a strike. This one is cued fair down the first baseline. Kyle stands in between Cosgrove and first. He hikes it to EJ. A little jumping behind the back reception. Wild 1-3 double trick play there as Skull advances to third.
Yeah, and for Eric Jones Jr., he had to watch Jake Skull at third base, who in all of this trickery was contemplating advancing home and pleading a second run in the inning. Good blinks from EJ. Kyle and out away from allowing just 1 run in the top of the 7th.
Pitcher's pitch for strike 1. And this one bounced to Cox, attacking between the legs over to first. Another trick play for the glove magician. But the party animals strike for a run on a pair of doubles from Fisher and Skull and have a chance to retake the lead in points.
And meanwhile, the Bananas claim 3 trick plays in the inning. It's Luix, EJ, and then Ryan Cox to collect that final out in the 7th.
And let's toss it down to the kiss-off.
Couples introduce themselves to you, and then you, the fans, are going to decide who gives the best smooch. Let's meet our first couple. What are your names? Barbie and Nick, how long have you guys been married? 1 month. 1 month, the newlyweds. Let's see that smooch. That's fine. We can do better than that, guys, right? Let's see if y'all can do better. What are your names?
Melissa.
Jason. Melissa, Jason, how long have you guys been together?
18 years.
18 years. Let's see that passion. Okay, a little bit better. Well, let's see what you guys got, I guess. What are your names? Carol, Alan. How long have you guys been together?
48 years.
48 years. Let's see what you got. Oh my. Oh my. Is that even loud? Oh. Wow, wait, hey, okay, I think we're good. Okay, I guess we're not good. You know what? Let's go ahead and vote. Was it our first couple? Was it our second couple? Or was it our third couple? Still going at it, Carol and Alan, 48 years.
And we are live, Party Animals live, that is. Josh and Biko are tied up in the back of the room. That's Brett Helton. He just got done doing a little swimming. Brett, it's time for the animals to take over.
Let's do it. We took care of them. Now it's our time to shine.
It's Jake Lealios on the mound for the boys in black and pink. He'll face Eric Jones Jr. Brett, one of the more decent bats in Banana Ball.
Oh, yeah, the guy can hit a home run, but Jake dances too good and his hips don't lie, so this is going to be ugly for the Mr. Jones.
Brett, I think what you're looking for is dances too well. EJ into left field, foul by about 3 feet, and that will behoove the old party animals.
Play the song. That's foul, homie.
That's foul. Eric Jones Jr. 0 for 3 tonight with 3 of the most egregious strikeouts that I think we've ever seen.
We love it, though. Maybe not the fans. Everyone wearing yellow, but everyone wearing pink. That's for the boys.
Did you like the bit when we first came in the booth and started miming? That was one of my favorite things we've done.
Yeah, I like it.
You're
talented.
Eric Jones Jr.
Back.
Over his head.
He's slow. Get him.
EJ taking off for second base. He'll commandeer it easily. The Bananas have a man on second. But 1-0 here in the 7th inning. If the party animals can keep EJ from scoring and get out of this, it'll create a 3-2 Animals lead.
Yep, we want to do that for sure. Flash is on second. You never know what he's going to do, so we can pick him off or get a double play. Hosley made a good one earlier, so we can do that same thing.
They call him Rack. He stands in the left-handed batter's box. And what do you say we do a little shimmy and a little shake?
I think we're going to see some of those hips that don't lie.
Jake Lialios.
There's props. What are they putting on their heads?
Dons a bald cap.
Are those bald caps?
Oh, wait. That is Pitbull.
Pitbull?
Mr. 305 himself.
Dale!
Oh, when I said shimmy and shake, I was not incorrect, my friend.
Mr. 305, give the people what they want.
Wow. All of the fielders. Oh, and a big swing and a miss! Oh, my!
Come on, Pitbull throws gas.
Keep the bald cap on. That was fantastic.
Estilo Chico.
Yes, whatever that means. Rack.
2 of them.
Another big cut. Lialios has 2 strikes on him. A 1-2.
Tough serving 3.
Flash in at second base and in scoring position for the boys in yellow.
Big strikeout here. Let's go. Something out of the zone. Make a chase.
Lialios, the 1-2.
Oh, that's foul, homie.
That's foul.
Make him swing the bat. Make him miss.
The count remains.
We got a good shift on. We know where he's going to hit it, especially now. We can even push Bloomer a little bit.
The big righty who has abs on his abs. Another 1-2.
Yep. Come on. There we go.
Slow roller Jacobo. Step
well
on
done,
the bag.
well done.
Flash will move to third, 90 feet away from tying up this 7th inning and possibly keeping this game tied, but 1 down for the good guys.
1 down. There's a bigger at bat.
Brett.
We're giving a signal up to the sky. It's like a bat signal. Is Batman here?
Yes, he is.
It's Bat Boy. Oh, he's down.
No.
Sliding play. Where's Robin?
He's back.
Look at that ride.
Bat is in the air.
The crowd is so loud for Bat Boy.
A triumphant moment for the young tyke.
Well done. Handled that just like we needed to.
He has a bright future in the bat commandeering category.
And fighting crime.
No doubt. Bill Leroy. Thumbs down.
Thumbs down for Bill.
Infield in for the party animals. Bald cap still on at second. In short for Baber and A-Cup.
Up ahead on a big hack.
If you're just joining us, good for you. With a strike on Bill. You know when Bill swings, Bill really swings, Brett.
He swings hard. Inside is bad. Outside is good. So hopefully he stays outside. He sets up outside. Hopefully it's off speed. It is. Give it to him. Yep.
Vince Chapman says yes.
Here we go. Up in the count. That's what we need.
Strike 3 would be massive here. Take you to 2 outs. And hopefully you stall Flash at third.
Big time, big players. Punched his ticket. Let's go.
31 metros de seguro social, por favor.
Ay, mi madre.
It's a swing and a miss for Bill Leroy. 2 down.
The long walk back to the dugout for the hard swinger. He kept him away twice. Let's go.
And the songbird of tonight steps to the plate, but first another look.
Let's see this replay. Come on.
Nasty.
Oh.
Yeah. Just a bit outside.
There we go. This all that matters now is miss the barrel. Make him pop up, get a little ground ball, trick play out of it. Boom. Boys take another inning.
Infield back at normal depth.
That's what we need.
Deep, Brett.
I like where they're at. Outfield's a little shallow. Good.
Catch that into the stands. Fans cannot come up with it.
Under the overhang.
Count it as a strike. Count it 1-1. 2 outs. Party Animals up 1-0 in the 7th. 2-2 your score overall in the game. Can the Animals win the inning here? Lialios is 1-1.
Okay. The ball is wide and low, but guess what? We can come up and in right here, make him swing and miss. 2-1's definitely a fastball count. Hopefully he just misses the barrel. Yep, there he goes. Come on, fans. For the
Foul
boys.
territory. Fans
For the
should give the
boys.
party animals a point. They do not. Oh, wow, Brett. The fans signed a non-compete clause with trying to catch foul balls.
We had one early, and they're not really diving for us.
They didn't even lunge for that one.
2-2.
2-2.
2-2's good. We're even. I hope he's swinging. I hope he's got happy feet.
With 2 down. Lealio sets. High leverage pitch.
Can I help you, sir? No, I'm just looking. Frozen.
Goodbye, Dalton. Malden Hello, 3-2 lead for the party animals. And Jake
Now he's going
Lealio.
crazy. That strikeout wasn't enough. He's going to throw it in your face again. Here come the hits. Oh, bam, he's hitting every beat.
Shades of Tate McRae.
Will he take his shirt off, please?
Pretty lady and a pretty man giving her an homage or homage if you pronounce it incorrectly. Wow, Brett, spectacular.
That was completely phenomenal. Here,
And
give
we'll
us a replay.
See a replay of Jake
I hope they zoom in
Lealio
really tight.
with 2 strikeouts.
Show us that V frame.
Boom! To end the inning and strand the Bananas. Brett Helton, my friend, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
To all of those in virtual Banana Land, this has been a Party Animals takeover. I can only hope that you've flooded the comments enough so that we don't lose our jobs. We can hopefully soon do it again. Josh, Pico, let me untie you or whatever.
Thank you. You were very kind captors. I appreciate that a lot. See if we get more Party Animal invasion of the broadcast silliness tomorrow afternoon when we will be live 3 p.m. pregame. 3:30 p.m. will be the first pitch. And take a look, a sneak peek at what is to come. We got cameras into the rehearsal yesterday. This will all be on the docket tomorrow afternoon. Of course, it's all game situation dependent. Looks like Jackson Olsen's got himself a big solo. It'll be a fun one. And even though it was a forceful takeover of the broadcast booth, I thoroughly enjoyed my half inning listening to Drake and Brett. Those guys they're a riot.
I didn't get to hear it, man. I'd like to thank the security of the Miami Marlins for getting me out of the bathroom. I was locked in there.
I say, can't believe they jammed you that far back. Kyle Jackson takes care of Bryson Bloomer to kick off the top of the 8th inning. Party Animals leading 3-2. You get another look. Got it between the legs. So a trick play for K-Jack.
What people miss is the fact that after his outing, Nate Tellier was up here as the muscle to force me out of the booth.
I got you. Yeah, they just shoved me into the corner. I got really great treatment in comparison.
It's always the play-by-play guy, huh?
2 balls, no strikes here on Tanner Thomas. Lugs out for a second inning of relief. And Tanner drives this one to dead center. Meadows going back. Will tip it up into the cap. 4th trick play of the evening for DR.
And they've all had a different flavor to them. We've seen 2 different tips from DR, but this one winds up in his cap, similar to the fan caught foul ball that we saw earlier, which, you know, kind of begs the question, did we see a fan collect a trick play tonight?
Yes. They don't get one, unfortunately. But yes, in
but
spirit.
It would count.
Correct. That is carry the one. Is the 2nd or 3rd foul out to a fan into a hat in Banana Ball history. One was in Greensboro, and it was like the over the shoulder. Got into our top 11 plays last year. That's one of the top 3 greatest foul outs to a fan ever. Armando Becerra sends this one into the stands. Chance for them to break the record. They come up empty. And there's Brett. Boy, he got down there back to the field awful quickly. Must be how aerodynamic he is with that swim cap on. Not a lot of wind resistance. Cowboy Kyle setting up for the 1-2 from second base. Wow. That was a gnarly two-seamer. Thing started behind Mondo, ended up nearly catching the plate. But Roy held it for a while, hoping to change Vincent Chapman's mind.
It's similar to what we saw earlier with Tellier and Andy Cosgrove. Now Cowboy Kyle, he's not done with the entertainment. He's trying to get the clap started as he is looking for the inning-ending K against Mondo.
In DeSantis' hometown nonetheless. Swing and a miss! Kyle does it to him. 1-2-3 inning, finished with a dramatic punch-out.
2 minutes and 50 seconds for Cowboy Kyle. 2 trick plays in the inning for the Bananas. And that's got to feel really good for the boys in yellow who are trying to rally in the bottom of the 8th.
And I'm going to have myself a happy roommate tonight. Not that he ever isn't. Even on the worst of days, you can't get Cowboy Kyle down. Got to show him the Fellowship of the Ring extended edition last night. He had never seen any of the Lord of the Rings movies. Josh and Yvonne blessed us with their company. What a wonderful 3.5 hours. Turn loanDepot Park yellow. Just a brilliant venue for Banana Ball. A beautiful site right now. Built in 2012. So happy that we get to kick off year 14 for this really unique ballpark. It's always a thrill to get to see the enormous sculpture outside the stadium. I used to live in left center. Saw many a Giancarlo Stanton home run bang off of it.
We love you so much, Banana Nation.
Now let's go, Bananas! I don't really know the physics of how you would hit the sculpture now. To be a real Rube Goldberg machine type bouncing. You're able to get it out when the roof is not on.
I think you just have to play a pickup game outside the stadium.
Oh yeah, that's a much easier.
That would probably solve that.
Yep, smart thinking, as per usual. Working smarter, not harder. That's my partner. Brady Keiss taking over on the bump for the Party Animals. He's been one of the best pitchers for either side so far on this young tour.
Well, the Bananas are batting .209 in the 8th inning this season. Key reason that's the case is because a lot of times they're facing this lefty for the Party Animals, Brady Keiss, who's got a case to be Banana Ball's best pitcher through the first month of tour. He's the only pitcher with 2 innings thrown in less than 2 minutes this year. He has a 1.57 ERA plus, indicating he's been 57% better than the tour average pitcher. And 36% of his outs have included a trick play as well. That's pretty solid stuff.
He's got 7, 8, and 9 in the order here. Alexiadis, Kyle Jackson, and then Prime. Ball and a strike here on the Nanners right fielder. Lassett, deep to left. Reese Alexiadis. Walk off, smash. We are tied once again.
The first long ball for Reese Alexiadis in 2025. He's had a very disciplined plate approach so far this tour, but said that he wanted to make sure when he was swinging the bat that they were going to be ace swings, and that was an ace swing that has knotted this game up going into the final frame.
Another look. He knew it. Super Reese. A super slam. And just like that, 3 pitches into the bottom of the 8th. The half inning concludes. And we have a 3-3 game going to our final inning. We've gotten to showdowns 4 times this year. Happened all 3 games in Fort Myers. So far we're 3 for 3 in the Sunshine State. You see what it means when we get to the final inning. It's a lot more important when the game is not tied. If you get here in a tie game, well, every run counting as a point is a moot point.
In the final inning, you're turning to the best guy on your mound for if you're the Bananas and the Party Animals. Meanwhile, for the team that's batting, you're also trying to strategize how you utilize your golden batter. The Party Animals have not used theirs tonight. And they've got Baber and Jacobo, who are batting 9 and 10 in the order, due up. I would reckon that the golden batter appears for one of the two. Most likely Jacobo. Again, he has fouled out to fans twice tonight. And meanwhile, Dustin Baber got a base knock in his first plate appearance in the 9th inning last weekend in Savannah.
Take a look at the numbers for Danny Hosley. They are not up to his normally dominant standards, but he has been able to survive and pick up a couple saves so far this year.
He has a 5-minute and 8-second average minutes per inning mark, but for Danny Hosley, last year in Major League Baseball parks, he threw 6 scoreless innings, did not allow a sprint, collected 7 strikeouts, and was 2 for 2 in save opportunities. He's looking to remain dominant on the biggest stage here in 2025.
Baber, hot shot into left. Comes through in the clutch once again. And the go-ahead run is aboard. And here comes the Party Animals golden batter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Party Animals are invoking the golden batter rule. Batting for Sal Jacobo, Jake Skoll!
Well, Skoll once again, the go-to guy in a golden batter situation for the Party Animals. It'd be insane to pick anybody else at this point in the year.
We've seen him with 2 knocks tonight. It includes an RBI double. His plate approach is better than anybody in Banana Ball right now. And last year, he was the first man with a golden batter home run as he scorches this one to Dalton Malden in shallow right field. He is still able to get the force out at second base. That is a big play for the Bananas to collect that first out behind Hosley.
Gutsy play at that from the songbird of our generation. In the Skoll shift, it's a 360 up, fires a strike to Cox just in time to take care of Smith. And now to the top of the order we go, 1 out. Skoll takes over at first. Here's Hampton with 1 ball and no strikes. Hosley shows off the changeup right there. It's a Vulcan changeup. Looks at a fastball and a 12-6 curve as well. Back to the changeup. Great take by Hampton. These guys have faced off so many times across the past 3 tours. It's 2 of the best competitors in Banana Ball. And so often, they're facing off in a situation like this. Tie game in the 9th. Hosley goes to the gas, just misses down and away.
What's the fact that these guys have faced off so many times? That's the reason you can chalk up the fact that the Party Animals gotten so many more knocks against Hosley this season. Just took them 2 seasons to be able to do so as Jake Skoll narrowly gets back to first base to avoid being doubled up by Alexiadis and Wright.
But what a decision not to get dirty there for Skoll, who is now pinch run for by Sal Jacobo. Skoll hit in Salvador's spot, so he can re-enter with Skoll now on deck. And Noah Fisher, all of a sudden he's the hottest man in Banana Land. 3 for 4, 2 doubles and a homer tonight. Fouls that one into the second deck, not caught. Ended up bouncing back down into the lower level. When Fisher gets hot, nobody is deadlier at the dish. foul off the 0-2 change.
Yeah, I can see Fisher mouthing a couple things over to Hosley. I think got a little uber aggressive, chasing after the bender there.
Hosley will check on Jacobo. Back easily. Another 0-2. Wow, that thing bounced a few feet in front of home plate. Impressive stop. Well, Roy smothers that one. Jacobo's got decent speed. Has not tried to steal a base. Besides first this year. Doesn't matter. There's the changeup. Hosley gets the big K, and he holds serve. Gives up the leadoff single and retires 3 straight.
Encouraging stuff for Danny Hosley to begin the month of March. Now he's put the Bananas in prime position to possibly walk off the game and avoid showdowns on night 1 in Miami.
Well, Hosley did his job. Now Gillespie trying to do the same for the Party Animals. Take a look at Drew's number here in his 3rd World Tour. They're not the world beater numbers that led to him sweeping the pitching awards last year, but he's been pretty darn effective. And he was money last year, closing down the 9th inning. Got a 1-2-3 and took care of the Bananas, won the MLB season series for the Party Animals.
Well, even here in 2025, Gillespie has allowed opponents to bat just .219 against him this year. Only thing for Gillespie right now is when he nailed down his first save last Sunday, he saw his MPI rise to an average of 5 minutes and 5 seconds. Had a long 8th and an especially long 9th as he escaped a bases-loaded jam. So he's looking for a quick inning and obviously looking to collect a couple showdown shutdowns. That's what he wants to get his team in position for.
I'd say his dream is getting to showdowns, and then Reese Hampton hits an out-of-the-park homer. He doesn't even have to pull off a showdown shutdown. Kyle Jackson, a little specialty walk-up to start the bottom of the 9th. The fanfare for Kyle Jackson. And the first pitch he sees tonight is a fastball above the zone from Drew Gillespie. Quick look at the stats right there. And they disappear. KJ's been terrific in his first full World Tour so far.
Been an on-base machine for the Savannah Bananas. 542 OBP. He's reached in 14 of his first 24 plate appearances. Takes the pitch high. He might be looking at another ball four sprint on his season tally.
Swing and a miss, trying to elevate and celebrate. Might have extended the zone a bit. Gillespie has so much movement on that fastball. Now a payoff. There is ball 4. And KJ loves to get 2 bases. Very aggressive. He sees the Party Animals were ready for him now. And he'll be content with 1 base on the sprint. Here comes the Bananas golden batter.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Savannah Bananas are using their golden batter. Hitting in the place of Corral Prime, number 15, Robert Anthony Cruz.
Robert Anthony Cruz, the golden batter. Blasted a monster foul home run back in the 4th inning.
Not only do you get the matchup advantage, a lefty facing off against a righty, Cruz is 2 for 2 as the golden batter this year, and 4 for 5 batting in the 9th inning.
Peter scrapes the outside corner, count a ball and a strike. Cruz walked off the 1st inning with a booming double off the center field wall. What a snag, Gillespie to Acuff for 1, over to Jacobo. Twin killing, just what the Party Animals needed.
Well, Gillespie able to make another big play this season with his glove. Great reaction, the banana ball nearly finds him, and a perfect throw over to second base. Didn't try and rush himself. Acuff able to help turn 2 as we are 1 out away from seeing showdowns yet again in 2025.
Cox shanks it to left, leaping snag on the liner from Fisher, and we get showdowns for the 5th time in 12 games this year. Bonus banana ball in our first MLB Park of the Tour. Another good piece of hitting there by Coxey, just to the wrong spot. And take a look at the rules here in showdowns. The game tied after 9 innings. Each team gets a chance to try and hit an inside the park home run. As we mentioned a little earlier, if you hit an out of the park homer, it ends the game. Your team wins immediately, no matter what has happened in showdowns or what is yet to happen.
And in round 1, defensively, you will have 1 pitcher on the mound and 1 fielder behind that pitcher. The Bananas have elected to stay with Danny Hosley, who pitched a scoreless 9th. And it's Reese Alexiadis, who has great speed and arguably the best arm of anyone on the team, who gets the call to line up behind Haas.
Yeah, if you were building a showdown defender in a lab, you're probably just producing Reese Alexiadis. He's just about as fast as they make him and has a howitzer for a right arm. Hosley gave up the leadoff single in the top of the 9th. Then he got ground ball, fly ball, strikeout. Induced soft contact from Hampton on the fly to Alexiadis and right.
Well, Hosley's nailed down 6 of the Bananas' 7 total showdown shutdowns this season. He's the arm they like having the most in these situations. He's looking for the shutdown here in round 1 against Reese Hampton, the usual leadoff man for the Animals, when we get bonus banana ball.
Chance for the fans to produce a showdown shutdown. They do not catch it. Whoa, a little delayed reaction. Our umpires down the left field line say no. John Crosser, the third base umpire, as well as James Rackley, our left field umpire, both confirmed that ball not caught. At least not caught cleanly. This one bounced down the right field line fair. This is a recipe for success offensively, but Alexiadis is going to grab it as it gets to the track. Hampton around third. Reese fires it in. Relay from Hosley is late. Then Hampton comes through. Party Animals back in front 4-3.
That ball continued to roll off the bat of Reese Hampton. He raced around those bases and at the very end had enough time to dance his way into home plate as the Party Animals now try and nail down the shutdown against the Bananas in the bottom half of the first round.
Drew Gillespie wants a new weapon to work with. Party Animals have won 2 straight and 3 of the last 4 between these 2 teams. A win tonight would even the season series at 6 games each. And it would even the Florida series at 2 games each. With 2 to play, 1 more tomorrow afternoon, and then in 2 weeks' time, the first ever football stadium. It'll be Raymond James, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very polite Dan Oberst says, Ian Schrift, look out, I'm about to take a warm-up hack. Camera was right up in his kitchen. The game comes down to this. Party Animals so close to a victory. And Oberst with a great take. And a well-executed bender from Gillespie. 5-pitch guy. This one tapped foul down the third baseline.
Dan just a tad out in front of 1-0 delivery from Gillespie. And he's noticed that may go to something off speed. Keep Dan's timing off against him.
Goes to the fastball, and that thing is blasted all the way out to the right center field wall. Oberst around second. Acuff gets to the ball as Danny rounds third. And he can cruise home. Easy inside the Parker. We're knotted at 4 and headed to round 2.
Head-scratching pitch selection from Drew Gillespie, but the Bananas are not going to complain about it. You see the frustration from Gillespie walking off the field as well. Now we go to the second round of showdowns, and things get a little more interesting as Hosley remains on the mound, but will not have a defender behind him.
Well, they call him Danny Do-It-All for a reason. This is a guy who started the game at third base. He's an excellent outfielder as well, so if you wanted somebody to be on an island right now, it is Hosley. But Jake Skoll has had so much success hitting in this spot this year with no fielder behind him. Such a smart hitter, it's great speed. You hit the ball hard and you get it in play, you're gonna get an inside the park home run.
Yeah, and Skoll still has pretty elite speed for the Savannah, or for the Party Animals this season. 4 walk-offs in all 4 of his opportunities.
Wow, fooled there on the changeup. Gnarly movement on it. Skoll does not bite on the fastball. Hosley working quickly. Look out, guys. Changeup fouled off. This is where a strikeout is one of the most exciting plays in Banana Ball.
He's been burned before in showdowns, going to the heater with 2 strikes. Needs to stick to that signature Vulcan change here against Skoll.
He does, and Jake stays with it. Lines it right back up the middle. Hosley loses the glove and the hat, but that thing traveled too far. Skoll is starting to pump the brakes a little bit, and will enjoy the fruits of his labors. High five from Delano. Steps on home plate. And the Animals back out in front. They lead 5-4.
It's the pitch that Danny Hosley wanted. It's not the execution that he nor Bill Leroy were looking for. He was hoping to bury that one lower in the zone. Hung over the outside middle portion of the plate. And Skoll, once again, adjusted his swing mechanics, was able to poke that one out there and come around to score yet again for the boys in black and pink.
Really impressive piece of hitting by Skoll. Still a nasty Vulcan changeup nonetheless. Looks like it ended up just out of the strike zone, but the bat control, 2-strike approach, it's just a pro's pro.
And that's arguably been the best thing that Skoll has improved on in 2025. He struck out in 18% of his plate appearances last year. He's reduced that to less than 10 in 2025.
It's making a world of difference. Gillespie out ahead of DR Meadows, 0-1. This one yanked foul. The Party Animals are a strike away from winning this game. Another chance for Drew Gillespie. He's getting the crowd on their feet. The 0-2. Swing and a miss! Gasses up the doctor! And the Party Animals are once again victorious in Miami. They take it 5-4 after 2 rounds of showdowns.
The Party Animals, who enter tonight's contest a game better than the Bananas all time in the state of Florida, do it yet again. It's Drew Gillespie nailing down the showdown shutdown against D.R. Meadows, a man who struck out less than 10 times a season ago. Great performance from the Party Animals in the late stages of this ball game. That includes showdowns.
The Animals get to dance. They've won 3 straight and 4 out of their last 5. And now we are knotted at 6 games apiece. A dozen contests into the 2025 tour. We'll have our showman of the night, Noah Fisher, catching up with Drake Toll in just a minute. He's collecting some high fives as we speak. And Drake's got our guy. Let's send it down.
Fish, during that celebration, raw emotion. What are you feeling right now?
I'm happy for the boys. I love this team. I love this coaching staff. I love this organization, but we come to the ballpark every day. We get our work in. We're trying to play for each other, so it's always great to get these hard-fought wins. I love this, dude.
Fisher, you had a banner night tonight. Do you feel like you rise to the occasion even more so in a venue that has 37,000?
We're going to be honest with each other. Last year, my MLB stats were not that great. Like MLB stadium stats, they weren't good. So I've been working hard, though. Mental, baseball side, all that stuff. So I think all of that is just coming to fruition right now.
Let's go back to one of the biggest moments of the game. Talk about going into the walk-up, the nerves of that. You learned the entire song yesterday. Then you rip a home run right after it.
It was great. I mean, there's adversity there. I was stressing a little bit because, like you said, I got the song yesterday and it was a lot more lyrics to learn. But I wanted to be a pro about it. I grinded it. I was listening to lyrics over and over, and then I got up there and I just tried to have fun at the plate because after a walk-up like that, you just got to go up and do your thing, baby.
Fish, season series now 6 games to 6 games. What kind of momentum does this win give the Party Animals?
This is such great momentum. It's tough being the away team, and come here and do what we just did. Grinding every inning, it means the world, so I like where we're at right now.
Fish, you and I are going to do a little stand by me back here. Josh, Biko, back to you two.
Thank you, Drake. Thanks so much for the time. Fish, what a ball game. Holy moly. A couple trick plays in the field. Finishes 3 for 5 with 2 doubles and a homer. As they talked about, the home run followed up his signature walk-up. It was all over the place, and a well-deserved showman, as the Party Animals have now won both games ever played here in Miami. And you get a look at Fish's Showman of the Night highlights.
Yeah, it was pretty unbelievable stuff from Fisher. You saw the signature walk-up, and without even a jersey top on, it's Fisher leaving the yard for the Party Animals. You don't want to forget he tacked on a couple trick plays in the ball game as well tonight for the Party Animals. One of the best all-around performances we've seen in 2025.
And boy, you get that guy with a red-hot bat. That is probably the scariest thing for the Savannah Bananas, and they're faithful because Fisher, across the last 10 games of last year's tour, was the best hitter on the face of planet Earth, and he's starting to look like that guy once again. Welcome back in the booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. 5-4 Party Animals victory. They go for the series sweep tomorrow afternoon. It'll be 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon for first pitch, and 3 p.m. we'll kick off the pregame show. And I don't want to miss in all of the Noah Fisher fanfare there. It's Skull once again. Couple big hits tonight, and then the X-Man, the executioner in showdowns. He comes through in the clutch once again.
Well, I think you can chalk it up to the top 3 guys in this Party Animals batting order tonight. Reese Hampton had some good swings himself and delivered in round 1 of showdowns for the Party Animals. Now, Drew Gillespie continues to do his thing, had a sub-2-minute 9th inning, and then got that shutdown against D.R. Meadows, one of the peskiest hitters on tour. But Noah Fisher, again, the standout performer, and we heard him mention to Drake Toll his numbers were not excellent in Major League Parks a season ago. He didn't collect a single hit Major League Park a season ago, had 3 tonight for the Party Animals. It's really one of those coming out games yet again for their young superstar.
Well, another great life lesson you can get from Banana Ball. This is a sport of failure, just like baseball is, and a guy plays 5 games at MLB Parks last, does not get a hit. In his 6th game ever in an MLB Park, we've talked about it, 3 for 5, 2 doubles and a home run. It really does not get much better than that. As I just mentioned, we will be back in action tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m., little bonus pregame fun. We'll kick off the pregame show, and then at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time zone, we will get our first pitch. Impressive 5-4 win for the Party Animals tonight. Big thank you to the entire cast and crew that made it possible. You can see them at the bottom of your screen right here. Thanks to Drake Toll down on the field. Same goes for our executive producer, Chad, or that would be Yvonne Trezak up here in the booth with us. Our director, Chad Reese, calling things in the control room back home. And, of course, Josh Talevsky, terrific on the statistical savantry and the color coordinating responsibilities up here in the booth. I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. We will see you tomorrow afternoon. And, of course, we will see you later!